What's up, everybody? My name is Jeremy Jones and I am back with another video. Today we're talking to Air Jordan 6 on Maniére. So stay tuned.
Got a lot of things changing in my life. Hoping one day I'ma get it all right. Brother is engaged, about to start a new life. Yeah, I haven't had a chill day. Really wanna vibe, appreciate the moments. I've been creating, not scrolling. Mom and dad still support.
Alright, man, I'm back with another video. Now, before I get too deep into this video, y'all already know what to do. Go and hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. And if you know, consider subscribing. I made content about sneakers. Alright, so let's dive into today's video. Today, we're talking to Air Jordan 6 on Maniére. Alright, man, we're gonna be keeping things very simple over today. We're gonna be answering the basic old question. Are they drip or skip? Let's just keep it there. Alright, so first things first, these are released November 21st. To the best of my knowledge, coming in at a retail price of $225, right? Okay. And of course, you know the kid glanced at the resale price, and right now, look like they're just loaded up there. We don't really have a set price on these, so pretty much if I had to guess, man, not that this on Maniére will be surprised. I will be surprised, I'll say it nicely, if they go over retail, right? Okay, when they drop on the resale market, if you don't cop, right? Okay, sixes itself, the silhouette is always a rough sell, even for Travis Scott. I know the olives did good. I know the British khakis, they did sell, but I feel like at the time, even on the resale market, they were obtainable, right? Okay, and now we're getting a Maniére version. I'm Maniére, dog, and just for the fun fact, what I'm seeing they're calling this is called Built for This, right? Okay, they always have to have a theme, and I notice they like to keep the same like colorway theme too, which I'm not mad at, but you gotta get a little bit more creative in your bag when you're dropping these joints, especially for a silhouette that's already tough to sell, in my opinion. I mean, we've seen some of the great sit, right? Even the infrared sixes didn't instantly sell out, right? Okay, so I'm Maniére. Wake up. And I'm not trying to pick on anybody in particular, and I'm not saying that they don't do a good job, because obviously I'm making this video. They've gotten our attention before with the threes. They've done great jobs with those in general, and I'm talking specifically ones in 2020. And of course they did the black version, right? Okay, and then of course there's like I guess you say that blue racer version, right? Okay, but at the same time, dog, you can't just throw your color palette on it and call it good. You gotta switch it up. And even though you're telling your story, you still need to make sure you're grabbing our attention. Even Travis Scott does that. I mean, he switched up the olives from the British khakis when he did it, right? Okay, and I hate to compare it to like a collaboration sneaker, but this is a collab at the end of the day. We're not excited about this, and I'm gonna just keep it 100. It's a dope shoe in general, but I mean, like, to be honest, dog, you gotta get a little bit more creative here. Overall, I think it's a dope shoe because of the silhouette. And the sixes are comfortable, but they are already bulky too, right? Okay, so I'm Maniére, not trying to pick on you guys, but you know what we want. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they've been dancing around that second four, or at least that original four silhouette that we were anticipating after the 2020 like Air Jordan 3 on Maniére, man. So at the end of the day, I feel like they got what it takes to drop what they get back on top, or at least have that sneaker of the year like they did in 2020. But we can't have a, like, you know what I'm saying, just put the Maniére theme color on it, and hey, that's gonna sell it with a Nike check logo. It's gonna move, and I think it's gonna do right. And I get what they're saying, you know what I'm saying? I get the thing like this, built for this. I get it. I like the storytelling, that's not your issue. But at the same time, sometimes you gotta get in the bag a little bit. Sometimes they overdo it, sometimes they don't do enough. This time, in my opinion, I don't feel like they did enough. Even if I went down and broke down every spec and detail of the sneaker, it's still not like one of those first thing. This is my thing with sneakers, or just anything in general, right? I know what people say, it's not, okay, what's the saying that people always say? They're like, it's not what's on the outside, it's what's on the inside that counts. That is true, but what's the first thing the average person see? You see what's on the outside first. So you gotta grab us from the outside first, right? Pause, right? Okay, so with all that being said, I'm gonna say skip for these guys. Not a bad shoe, because the silhouette, and I like on Maniére, and I respect everything they do, and even the history behind it. However, I feel like we got to go back to the drawing board just slightly, right? And I know I'm not like a I guess you can say a sneaker designer, but I am a sneaker buyer and I know what I like or I know what's gonna stand out to me. So not saying it's a bad shoe at all. If you like these, hey, at the end of the day, I've always said, buy what you like. But overall for the kid though, these will be a skip. But I want to know what you guys think down in the comment section, and will you be going after these on November 21st, retailing at $225? And of course, let me know if you think they're drip or skip. All right, man, I'm gonna get about this thing and stop rambling, man. Y'all be sure to hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. And if you know, consider subscribing. I make content about sneakers. Again, my name is Jeremy Jones, and thank you for watching, and I'm out.